Hello there, everybody. How are you today? It is the I Am a Survivor show. And it's your girl, Mary. I'm coming at you. Just want to holler and say thanks to everybody who's watching the show. I'm getting a lot of good advice, good opinions, a lot of feedback, and I really appreciate it. And I'm just going to ask you all just to please keep watching. It's educational, it's informative, and even if you're not a survivor, I bet you know somebody that is. And this way, you and her can watch together, or you can just watch, and this is your way of learning about what your friend is going through. All right, let's get right to the show. Today, I want to talk to you survivors about caring for yourself. Caring for yourself, ladies, I know it's hard. I know that when you're dealing with grief, you feel like you don't have time for you. But what I'm asking you ladies to do is to take that time, find a way, make that time to care for yourself, because you are so important. And if you don't care for yourself, who else is going to? You know, I've learned over the years, you can't depend on people, especially when you're a survivor of homicide and other folk are tired of talking about it. They don't want to hear it anymore. So you don't know what to do. You don't know where you can go. So this is why it's important that you have to take care of you. Because, ladies, I'm going to tell you something. There's going to be times you're going to be on your own. You're going to be alone. You're not going to have that support that you want and that you need from people to understand what you're going through, because your loved one is gone, because your loved one was killed, because your loved one was murdered. They don't understand. They don't understand how you feel. But guess what? I do. So let's talk today about 3 things that is very important for women homicide survivors to do for themselves. Number 1 is that you must take care of yourself mentally. You must take care of that mental mindset. And the reason why I have that as number 1 is because it's really the mind that controls everything. It's the mind that tells us what to do. It's the mind that tells us how to feel. It's the mind that tells us how to think. So if you can't take care of that mental part of you, ladies, it will be drama. So what I'm saying to you is this. Because there is depression with being a survivor of homicide, there's anxiety, there's stress, there's all types of emotional things and mental things that you go through as a homicide survivor. You know, I say this to you ladies. Statistics show that Black women, we do not only Black women, Black folk, we do not believe in going to a therapist. We don't believe in going to see someone to talk to. Listen, it doesn't mean that you're crazy. To me, you know what that means? That you got some sense, you know you're in trouble, and you need some help. That's what it means. There's nothing wrong with finding somebody you can talk to. If it's not a family member, if it's not a friend, if it's not a co-worker, if it's not your mate, find someone to talk to. There are some good therapists out there. You just have to look. You just have to seek. And you know what you have to do, ladies? You have to put aside that pride. You're hurting on the inside. And then you're letting what people think and what people feel about you talking to someone. You're letting that control you. But these folk are going on about their business every single day, doing them, while you sitting up hearing voices, stuff telling you you're no good, voices telling you you might as well give up, voices telling you it's your fault. I'm here today to tell you, ladies, to get the help you need. Go to your clergy. Go to a friend. Go to a family member. Find those people that are for you, that are willing to sit there and listen to you. If you can't, then go and find some type of a therapeutic person that you can sit down with and talk to. Because homicide is a traumatic experience. It's not something that you just get over. It happens and then you're okay once the funeral is over, once people stop coming to the house, once people stop talking about it. Guess what? It is not over. We still have to deal with those other issues. This is why it is so important to be mentally healthy. Listen, break those statistics. Don't listen to those statistics. Go and get help. Do what you need to do. It's important because if you're not healthy mentally, how can you be healthy any other way? How can you care for your children, care for yourself? How can you go on and live a well-balanced life when you have emotional baggage and voices and things just telling you you're no good? You should have been killed. It should have been you. Your family doesn't like you anymore. Your friends don't like you anymore because you're so into this death of your loved one. Well, it's a lie. Get some help. It's nothing wrong with it. You know that you're okay, so go ahead. Find someone to talk to. And let me say this to you too. Even if you're not okay mentally, because homicide is so, it can traumatize a woman. You know, a woman just lost her son. A woman just lost her husband. A woman just lost her daughter, her mother, her father, her uncle to a homicide, a brutal crime. They didn't just lay in the bed and didn't wake up the next morning. They didn't have a disease that you were able to nurse for months and months and months, and you knew that they were leaving this earth. Homicide sneaks up on us, people. It doesn't knock on the door. It doesn't ring the bell. It doesn't call us and say it's coming. It just comes. So couldn't you imagine why women survivors of homicide have emotional issues? The other thing I want to talk about, I told you there was 3 things. The other one is you need to take care of your physical being. Ladies, listen to me. After a traumatic experience of going through a homicide of a loved one, it also works on your self-esteem. You stop taking care of your body. You stop doing those little things that you used to do because you are so overwhelmed and filled with the fact that your loved one not only is gone, but they were murdered. They were just taken from you. So a lot of times survivors will go into somewhat of a shell, if you call it, and they'll forget about their physical self. You know, a lot of women, she won't dress up anymore because she's feeling so bad about herself physically. She won't put on makeup anymore for the same reason. Even hygiene situations. Well, she will lie in the bed 2 and 3 days without even taking a shower. People, it's real, it's true. And if you're a survivor out there, I told you this show is honest, it's raw, it's informative, and you know what I'm saying is the truth. You must take care of that physical woman. Now, the traumatic impact of homicide does cause a lot of physical illnesses. Because of the stress of it, because of the anxiety of it, because of the turmoil of it, the thinking of it, it can cause other things to be wrong with your body. It can cause high blood pressure. It can. It can cause migraine headaches. It can cause you to put on excessive weight, and it can cause you to lose excessive weight. Oh, yes, it can. Because your body also is connected with your mind. And if that mind isn't telling that body good stuff, then that body is going to do the negativity that the mind is saying. I can remember back in my homicide journey, when it first happened, it was either eat too much or eat nothing. You can get dehydrated. It was either drink soda, 2 and 3 liters, 3 liters of 2-liter sodas every single day, or it was be dehydrated and drink nothing. So, ladies, I'm here to tell you, you've got to take care of your physical self. I know you don't feel like it. I know you feel like being in the dumps. I know you feel like, for what? What is it worth? I don't have the energy. But I'm trying to tell you today, ladies, if you would just give it a chance, if you get up off that bed, get up off that couch, get up out that lazy boy chair, and make yourself, push yourself, you can do it. Take a walk every day. Dedicate yourself. Here's the New Year's coming in, ladies. Let one of your promises, I'm not going to say resolutions, but promises to yourself. Let one of those promises be that you're going to get physically healthy. Start walking 30 minutes a day. Start eating better. Vegetables, beans, chicken, baked food instead of fried food. Drinking a lot of fluids, mostly water. Just start doing those things that are going to make you feel physically better. If you lose some weight, I'm trying to tell you what I know. When Melvin died, when Melvin was murdered, I blew up. I'm telling you, I was huge. I had got so big because I was so depressed. I was just eating and eating and eating. And then one day, when I thought about it, when I got to what I'm talking about now, I started walking. I made myself do things. So I know it's hard. But guess what? If I can do it, so can you. You can do this. You must do this because you have to live. You may have children. You got to live for your kids. You may have family. Live for your family. But most of all, you got to live for you. Number 3, I wanted to talk about spiritual help, spiritual care. This is not a religious show. To each his own, whatever their faith is, that's for you. But I want to bring up spirituality. I want to bring up some piece of inner peace that we all must have for a foundation. Now, for me, I'm a born-again Christian. I believe that Jesus died for my sins and that he's the Savior of the world. I believe that. And because I believe that, what it does for me is it gives me that faith that I need when I'm getting down, when I feel low, when I feel lonely, when I feel like nobody understands what I'm going through. I can count on my faith. I can count on my spirituality to bring me through. So this is what I'm saying, ladies. Wherever you are in your religious or spiritual or whatever denomination you are, pull on that and pull on it real hard, because that's what's going to be there when your friends aren't there. when your family's not there, when your coworkers aren't there. Your faith is what will keep you standing. It's your faith that's going to keep you strong. Let me say this to you. When Melvin was murdered, if I didn't have my faith to stand on, I know I wouldn't be here today, because I needed an anchor, because I knew everything else was floating away. Everything was floating away. My life was floating away. My self-esteem was floating away. My forgiveness was floating away. But there was one thing that kept me, and that was my faith. Ladies, find a place inside of you where you can hold on to get you through those nights. Come on now, you know those nights when no one's around and you feel so low. You feel lonely, and all you can think about is your loved one. Those are the times that you're going to need a spiritual connection. There are times when, like even now, the holidays are here. There was Thanksgiving already passed, and ladies, I know you went through. I know a lot of you were so lonely. I know you were missing your loved one. It wasn't about the turkey. It wasn't about them collard greens and that stuffing and that potato salad and sweet potato pie. It wasn't about that for you and for me. It was about our loved one, the one that has gone on and whose life was taken by somebody that didn't have the right to do that. And now here we are embarking on Christmas. Everybody's happy. Everyone's shopping. People are rejoicing. Families are coming together. And a lot of survivors, even if they're in the midst of a room with a whole bunch of people, they feel alone. I know where you are. I know how you feel. You know what I decided this Christmas for me? This is for me. I decided that I am going to focus on what Christmas is really about. And it is about the birth of the baby Jesus. And if I stay focused on that fact, I found that my loneliness, that my sadness, and that my being displeased with the fact that my loved one isn't here because of something so tragic, I find if I stay anchored on that I make it through another hour. So I understand how you feel, survivors. Again, everyone's having fun. Everyone's opening up gifts, but your loved one is not there. Think about what Christmas means to you. Not what it means to everyone else. Not about the gifts, not about the toys, not about the new sneakers, the Timberlands, the Nikes, the jewelry and all that stuff, a new pack of Indian 100% weave or whatever you want to call it. Think about what Christmas means to you. And when you find what Christmas means to you, celebrate that. Celebrate that with your one who has gone on. So what I celebrate is the birth of Christ. I celebrate that Melvin is well because of the birth of Christ. Because without Christ, Melvin would not have made it to heaven. This is how I feel. And you have a right to feel how you feel. And guess what? I'm open to how you feel. Because you know what? Nobody is exactly right. So dig deep. Find that spirituality that you need. Find that place within you that you can hold on to get you through. And stop worrying about getting through next year. Stop worrying about getting through in 6 months, a month, a week. Listen to me. You know what I learned also? It's not about getting through a year, if I can make it through an hour, I've done something big. If I can get through another day, I've done something big. It's hard. This time of year is very, very hard. And people don't understand what we're going through. People don't understand. Why can't you just leave it alone? How many Christmases have he's been gone? How many Thanksgivings? He's not coming back. Yeah, guess what? We do know that. But our love is so deep for this person, you could never understand. This is why we can't let go and we won't let go. And we shouldn't let go, because they have a right to live on, because they were taken wrongly. So ladies, if you can work on those 3 things, I'm telling you, you got a head start at this here. If you can work on your mental stability, if you can work on that place in your mind that's telling you you're no good, you're not going to make it, you're crazy, leave this thing alone, you're possessed with this. It's a lie. Find help, ladies. Black people, stop trying to act like we don't have problems, we don't have issues, because you know what? We probably have more than any other race that's out there. So take care of your mental self. Then, ladies, again, as I told you, I want you to take care of that physical woman. She's important. You don't want her to break down. If you don't have a primary care doctor, get one. If you don't have a GYN doctor, get one. If you don't have a dentist, get one. If you don't have an optometrist, get one. Take care of your body. Because if that body breaks down, what are you going to do for those children? Who's going to take care of you? You can't depend on others. You got to do this for you. Also, ladies, lastly, I'm bringing up again that spiritual you. Go in that place. Find it. Dig for it. It's there. And when you find it, don't you let nobody tell you that you're wrong. No, don't you allow that. These are the 3 things that are going to get you through to the next part of your journey. If you can work on these 3 things, ladies, I'm telling you, you're going to make it through this survival journey. Know that you're not alone. Know that thousands of women all over the world are going through what you're going through. There's no end to this homicide journey. It's a lifetime experience. So what we have to do is find a way, not to allow it to control us, but find a way to live with it, but not allow it to control us. And when you take care of these 3 things, your mental, your physical, and your spiritual self, take care of those 3. And I'm telling you, you're going to make it. You're going to do this thing. You're going to get over this. You're going to get up off that bed. Oh, yes, you are. You're going to get up off that couch. You know why? Because you're going to find out that you're worth it. You're going to find out that it wasn't your fault. You're going to find out that there is joy at the end. You're going to find out that there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, baby. You're somebody. You can make it. Look in my eyes. Look at me. You can make it. If I made it, you can make it. And then, believe me, there's nothing special about me. Ooh, nothing special. So, women, survivors, I love you and I pray for you. And you know what? I think about you every single day because I'm with you. And I will never act or lie or be dishonest and act like I'm not going through, because I do. Though it's been 16 years, it seems like 16 days sometimes, 16 minutes, 16 seconds. But we can do this. So let's pull together. Now, keep watching the show, Melvin's Mission, supporting women, survivors of homicide. I Am a Survivor show, and our number is 857-600-1623. Please go to our website, www.melvinsmission.weebly.com. Go there. We have plenty of information. I have a lot of informative stuff on there. So go and check everything out. And just quickly, I wanted to let you know that all the toys came in, the coats came in for the children who have been impacted by homicide. And we have 4 families, and we're excited. And we have all the toys and all the stuff, and we're going to start separating everything and getting it out there to those kids so they'll have it for Christmas Day. And I just want to say thank you to all the donors. You know who you are. I can't call your names right now, but you will be on the website. We're going to put your name up there just to, so people can just see how wonderful people are. We thank you for everything you've done for these children. In the name of Melvin, for the Melvin B. Franklin Very Merry Christmas Foundation, 2012. And we will see you next Christmas. But for now, ladies, it's your girl, Mary, hollering at all you survivors. Hang in there. Get through Christmas. You can do it. And I will talk to you soon. I love you. Hold on and hold out. And you know what I always say when I end this show? I am a survivor.